Hey folks, Richard Victory here with episode 5 of Bomber Command. It's last Sunday night's squadron night, so we had 3 of us out this evening. Myself, Nightshade, and Traveler. We're all running our warning smoke. It's arcade battle, so I'm streaming yellow, Nightshade is streaming green, and Traveler is streaming a festive pumpkin orange. Okay, it's almost Halloween. The map's Green Ridge. I call lead ship and request the other 2 pull in formation behind me, and we start our dive. Not ideal circumstances. Cloud cover almost goes straight to the valley floor, lots of it as you can see. So, and of course naturally the first set of targets we want to hit is right in the middle of that big ball of white right ahead of us. So we're going to be diving through clouds and, you know, with trying to keep in mind that somewhere ahead of us there's a mountain in here as soon as the screen turns white. The ball in there in the Hurricane hits his is going one way and we're going the other. He's farming ground targets and sees us go by. I score the first hit up for our side pretty much on the that pillbox in AA. The rest of my team goes to work, and Joe Ballin 69 in the Hurricane figures, hey, easy kills, it's just 3 bombers, right? So immediately jumps on Corbria as soon as she hits that artillery piece, and he just can't not say no. Swings in behind her, and at that point she calls guns, and Traveler and I pull in right behind him. So he's got Nightshade ahead of him, hammering him with 50 cal, and Traveler and I taking turns doing running attacks at him while we're reloading, feeding 303 into his tail. So he's having a pretty bad day. And Corbia nails another tank there. I'm reloaded, going in, guns blazing. Winding up ground targets. There goes another medium tank for us. You can see a green smoke trail. Trying to get some higher air and get a better look at what's going on down below me. And there he is. I slot in behind him. Guns. And there's the kill. So, I mean, yeah, sure, I completely agree, AI gunner, but, yeah, I'm firing 303, it's not like I'm firing 50 caliber death rays. Ace crew, for sure, they don't miss too much. You know, there's also a certain amount of, if you're in a Hurricane and you're getting boom and zoomed by 3 different bombers, maybe you need to go find somewhere else. There's a medium tank wrecked. Corbry is at ground wind streak 5 already. You can see Traveler going by on the bottom right there. This match was fast too. If you follow the kills going on the status screen on the bottom right there, it's just constant. So we're working this valley, doing our best to clear the place out as quick as we can. I've already got a plan as to what we want to do. Yeah, just like that, we've got that entire valley cleaned out. The 3 bombers working together, there's nothing left. So I call all the aircraft form up on me, and we head out. Next stop, the coast. So what we're doing is heading down the length of the valley, and this valley runs, of course, along the right-hand edge of the map from our start zone, with this low ridge. So we NOE down over the ridge, and that puts us right beside the enemy airfield on the other side of a small bay. There's some targets over there that need to go, and then we can move straight into the enemy airfield. So we come in low and fast, don't want to give them too much time, because we're actually dangerously close to the enemy spawn points at this point as well. So we don't want to give them a whole lot of time to realize that there's enemy bombers all the way back here already. And we start wiping stuff out over here. A little bit of AAA going by. Traveler's having a tremendous game, so is Nightshade. We're all, you know, win streak 6, win streak 5. There's Corby up to win streak 7. And just like that, this coast is clear, and it's time for us to head across the water and start, you know, wrecking stuff a little closer to enemy home. Somebody in an A20G coming the other way, trying to hold us off, but we just blow right by him. There's not really much you can do to stop us. Bombs away, cargo ship gone. Pop the vertical, you can see the other two right in behind me, colored smoke. And of course now we start picking up fighters. I mean, there's AAA coming up from the enemy airfield, there's AAA coming up from the cargo ships. But we've also picked up some fighters. They've figured out, wait a second, these guys are way too close. Bring it around, lined up on the next cargo ship. You can see there's a hell of a furball going on over there. Traveler scratches the cargo ship I was aiming at. I just extend right over. I go air to air on the bandit chasing him. Awful lot of ordnance. Ignore my tail gunner right now. He's actually shooting behind me at the airplane chasing us, but, you know, playback system, it's not the best. And Corbria's got win streak 8. And, hey, look, it's the enemy airfield. Let's start wrecking some ground defenses. First order of business when you're raiding the enemy airfield as low-level medium strike is you've got to kill the AAA. We get a little cocky and aren't quite as thorough about that as we should be in the opening phase of the attack. And there's 3 bombers here. We've got enemy fighters and things like that. So we're not quite doing as effective a job as we should be at the opening stage of the raid here, and it costs us a ship a little bit. Corbria just hits ground streak 9. Coming in nice and low, crisscross patterns over the airfield, meaning that, you know, enemy fighters that are engaging with us. Oh, and there we go. Nightshade bags the Observer in his MiG-3. Got in a little bit too close to her tail gun, stayed there just a little bit too long, 50 cal into the engine block, that was bad. At the altitudes and speeds we fly, no engine is bad news pretty quickly. So yeah, we're flying crisscross patterns over the airfield so that in a situation where one fighter gets ahead of us or around us, we're immediately always looking at one another. That fellow you just saw go by in the biplane, if anyone knows who he is, could you please identify him? This guy was phenomenal. He valiantly mounted a defense of his airbase to the very bitter end. Yeah, and right there, Corbria gets splashed by AAA. AAA off one of the ground batteries that we hadn't yet mopped up. We were too busy wrecking the runway, and just didn't do a good enough job, and it cost us Corbria's ship. This match will be over before she actually gets back to us in her Blenheim. But that's the AAA battery that killed her. I decided I'm not leaving that one around much longer. And there's that guy in the little fountain of white of incendiary ammunition pouring past me is the guy in the biplane. He's working awful hard. Hitting a few hangars and buildings here. And that's the game, just that fast. So, not a bad outcome there. That's 3rd, 4th, and 6th, respectively, with almost 30 ground kills between the 3 aircraft. That's the kind of stuff we love to do. Modest haul on the cookie jar. Of course, the favorite one there would be the ground win streak time 5. That's great to see. Yeah, teamwork, not bad. Best squad as well. And wrapping up, that's 1 air kill, 10 ground units for me, 2 assists, 44 hits, decent number of lines and RP, and yeah, good all the way around. I'm very pleased with that result. Thanks very much for watching this time around. Appreciate you joining us. As always, if you got any questions about what you see, what it is we do, please leave your comments, questions, or suggestions down in the section below. I'll do what I can to get back to you. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time. Bye-bye.